Hey guys, Joe here, and here I'm to talk to you about how to quickly, easily, and effectively win For Glory tournaments over and over again. Now, I would really say don't use these tips way too often because they are pretty annoying, and a lot of them aren't way too fun, but if you do want to show off to your friends that you finally won a tournament, or you just really want to have that ego boost in your mind that you finally won one of these online tournaments, then I feel like these ways could pretty easily help you. Now, they do depend on certain situations, but most of the time these will help quite often. Now, the first tip to doing really well in these tournaments is pick a character that can work really well in lag and zone really well in lag. An example would be Olimar or Toon Link or somebody like that has a lot of projectiles. Now, if you're playing on For Glory tournament, most likely you will fight at least one other player that has a lot of lag, and when you fight them, playing a character that has a lot of projectiles will pretty much just guarantee you the win. Really, if there's a ton of lag, it's almost impossible to block these projectiles. You can't really shield them way too much, and if they do shield all the time, you can just run up and grab in the lag. Being somebody with a projectile and lag can really just give you that huge advantage, so I'd say try to learn one of these people and try to play them at least if you are in one of these For Glory tournaments, because without a doubt, there'll pretty much always be at least one round with lag. Now, the next thing to do is pull a static Manny like somebody with Sonic, and that's pretty much to run away over and over again and stall the timer after you've done a lot more damage. Now, the thing about the For Glory tournaments, 1 or 2 stocks, is that it's really easy to stall the timer, and this is probably one of the best ways to actually win instead of getting the kills, because getting the kills is a little bit risky. So instead, you can just hurt them, assume that you've done more damage to them, and then just run away, up B, and stall the timer really well. This is one of the easiest ways to actually win, but it is pretty boring and will take a lot of time. I wouldn't recommend to do this all the time, but if you really just do want that at least one win on these tournaments, this could help you get that. Now, my next tip is a little bit more actually skill-based, which is to just play very defensively and punish the opponent for a lot of attacks. Now, remember, once again, the timer is the safest way to win, so if you go offensive all the time and the opponent punishes you, you'll just lose because of the timer. But if you play very defensive, you just hit them a few times and you just end up with at least a little bit less percent dealt to you, and they have a little bit more percent dealt to them, you'll just win the game. So playing a lot more defensively will help you really easily win these. These For Glory tournaments are not the most balanced things either, so of course these little jank ways will help you quite a bit, and I'd say really defensive play will help you win one of these tournaments pretty easily. Now, the final way I want to talk to you about is pick a character that counters the most used characters, aka Fox, pretty much Sheik, all the different characters, and I'd say use somebody like Kirby or something that people just aren't very good versus fighting, or at least just pick a character that will counter most of the most used characters. Now, if you play For Glory tournaments, if you play them just a few times, you'll figure out that most often a few certain characters are picked most likely, so you just have to pick somebody that counters them, and then you'll have very good times with all these matchups, and you'll be able to win a lot more of the games than if you did not bother to even think about this. Now, this is a little bit jank all these ways, but if you are really hoping to win that first tournament, this can be the way to pave your way to getting one of those wins. Now, of course, I know all these things were a little bit jank. The best way to win a tournament is, of course, to just be better than your opponent. But if you aren't better than your opponent, of course, some of these ways can actually help you. Thank you guys for watching, though. I hope that you did enjoy. I hope that this can help you win one of your first tournaments. If it does, make sure to comment in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching, though, and I'll see you all next time.